You ought to put those in sometimes.
Hey there, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another video. Back with Graeme Tuffnell. Graeme, thanks for taking my call. I got another hand. Love your help with, if you don't mind. Okay, this was a random hand, came up, and the question that I got out of it was we ended up in a 4-spade contract. Dummy comes down and immediately see, at best, this will be tricky, and we might be going down. So first, how should we still go for it, or should we play conservatively from the start? And then as things progressed, they got even trickier. And I wasn't sure, I guess, how risky to play. Should I try to go down one less than everyone else? Or at this point, should I just try to staunch the bleeding, to make this as, should I just play, by the book and get through it and let other people make the mistakes that will make it worse? All right, here we go. Here's the hand. Yeah, so decent hand. Set up bidding standard over here today.
Okay, so the Acol players would open this one no trump, 12 to 14 balanced.
Okay.
But because you're playing standard, so you can't open one no trump because you're not strong enough, and you can't open a spade because you're playing 5-card majors. So Bashir opens a club, diamond from west, overcall, a spade from north, and 2 spades from south, good, and north bids 4 spades, all pretty normal. Fine.
All right, so here we go. We see the lead. Dummy comes down, and just counting our potential losers. Already I'm scared. Already I'm nervous. We got potential losers in all 4 suits.
So we're almost certainly going down on this hand. Let's just look at what's happened here. North is very balanced, 4-3-3-3 shape. And we're also very balanced, 4-3-3-3 shape. So together, this hand is just a disaster. There's no shortages. There's nothing we can rough. It's just bad. Right. Now, I think your bidding was okay. I think North was probably a bit pushy to bid 4 spades on that hand. It's just too balanced. It's just not a great hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going down. We're going to lose a diamond. We're going to lose a heart. We're going to lose probably 2 clubs. We might even lose a spade. So we're not going to make this contract.
Yeah.
So when you get in this situation, there's a good sort of approach to this you can take. And one is, what's the most common contracts going to be? What are other people going to do on this hand? Is 4 spades a likely contract at all the other tables? And it probably is. There's going to be some people in 2 spades. There's going to be some people in no trumps, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be a whole bunch of people in 4 spades as well. So you don't have to feel you're not out on the boat adrift in the sea. There's a whole lot of other people with you.
There's other boats which are in these same troubled waters.
Right. So, maybe some people have stopped and won no trump.
Mm-hmm.
And good for them, you're never going to beat them. There's no way they're going to get a better score than you, or someone stopped in 2 spades.
Just don't at this point. Don't worry about them. They're going to be sitting pretty. We can't compete with them at this point.
Yeah. So the best we can do is think, well, there are going to be some other people in 4 spades.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try and do better than those people. Because if we're very, very important thing about scoring in bridge, very, very important. We don't have to get a good score. We just have to get a better score than everybody else. Or it's the same thing, but it's not. We have to get a less worse score than everybody else. So those people in 4 spades, if they're all panicking and end up going down 4, we're in 4 spades going down 3, we get match points. So we just got to get as many tricks as we can on this and not panic.
Okay.
So talk me how did you play it? How are you going to play this?
All right, so we're following suit here. West wins it with the ace, sets up the queen and the king, plays another round of diamonds. Looking at our trumps, I decide I want to win it in South's hand so I can play a jack towards the queen and let it run.
Sure.
Stop me if I'm doing anything silly, but I'll just keep going if
No, you're good. That's fine.
Okay.
No, West overcalled a diamond, so we know that East has got no diamonds left.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so sure, we can try the spade finesse now.
All right, I'm going to let it go. The 9 comes out, which might be helpful later with our 8 and 10. There's the king, and leads a heart. So at this point, I decide, okay, that didn't work out. I'm going to win this in North's hand, and I'm going to hopefully draw out the 3 remaining trumps with 2 rounds of spades, and then see what happens next. My thought was, if I can get the trumps out, then if the trumps come out, I can play the last round of diamonds without worrying about it getting roughed. I can win a heart trick, and then I can lose a heart trick and hope that they lead something, maybe a heart or a diamond, leads something that might let me try to rough from one of the hands or something, just to see what, give them the chance to make a mistake, I guess. That was my thought process.
Right, so that's very good. That's a really good way of thinking about it. Now, what we don't want to do on this hand is we don't want to just draw trumps and then play the ace of hearts and then play the ace of clubs and then play a diamond, because that's all we're going to get. If we do that, that just sets up everything for the opposition. So
if we get rid of our club stopper, we have to hold on to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty hard for us to get any extra tricks here, but our chance is probably the club suit. Now, what we want to be doing is getting the opposition to lead clubs for us. So if West is on lead and leads a small club, maybe we can score a trick here, or even if East is on lead and leads a club. So, yeah, what we want to do is we want to get rid of the trumps, get rid of the diamond, play ace of hearts and another heart, because that will mean that opposition are forced to play a club to us.
Okay. All right. So if I remember what happened, unfortunately, things get even trickier, realizing, okay, the remaining trumps, East had all 3 of them.
Yeah, so a little unlucky. So our plan of drawing trumps and tossing the lead away isn't going to work so well because trumps don't break. But still, let's not panic. Still, let's not panic. Let's try the same thing anyway. Maybe we can play a couple of rounds of spades. So we definitely want to draw the trumps because we don't want our queen of diamonds roughed.
Right.
But maybe something good will still happen. Let's just play a couple more spades and see what happens.
Okay.
So West has thrown 2 clubs.
2 clubs out. So all the trumps are out. Club, and a diamond.
So West, go on.
I just thinking, knowing where the diamonds are, before we want to play it, thinking, well, maybe we could rough a diamond, but now this is an important stopper. I'm scared to play this because I don't want West to be able to play West's remaining diamonds.
Yeah, it's annoying that nobody's played any hearts, isn't it? Because if we play ace of hearts and another heart now, they're just going to run all the tricks. So maybe, you're probably stuck here. You could play. Just play something. Give them the lead. Play duck a heart, duck around a heart.
All right, let's see what happens if we just send it their way.
So yeah, you're stuffed.
So nothing to do. Nothing we could do here.
They
just get our winners, and then
yeah. But even though you're not gonna, go ahead, play the ace there. Okay. We gave this a shot,
Yeah.
We gave this a shot, and you tried. What you're doing was good. You tried to get the opposition to lead something to you. Didn't work, but at least you tried. That's all we can do on this hand. One thing, what we don't want to be doing now is getting crabby with partner either.
Right, that's not good. Even with our robot partners, like what? It's just not helpful. So especially our human partners, though. Be nice to our partner. Be nice to your partner.
Yeah, I mean, computers have got feelings too, right?
At this point, I guess so.
Well, it'd be tempting. You can imagine the conversation at the end of this hand, can't you? North would be saying, "Oh, why didn't you play another round of clubs or something because maybe you could have got another trick." And South is saying to North that you shouldn't have been bidding 4 spades on this hand. You only had very balanced 12 points, and on the conversation goes. But that's bridge, right? We got a bad score, and it wasn't that bad. You still got 20%. Yeah,
right. So we didn't crash and burn for the day, and likely there are a lot of other people, at that 22%. It might just be that, everyone who did better are folks who ended up in a different contract who we weren't actually competing with once we got to the card play. But just thinking about that card play, I remember something I've heard from you, from the other teachers, if we have a chance to make our contract, it's not clear that we will, but if we see a possible way toward, to making our contract, we should go for it. Play it like things will fall in our favor. With a hand like this, where right from the beginning, it's kind of a question of, well, should we play the cards as if we'll only go down 1 or 2 instead of 2 or 3? Or, or do we, I don't know. Is there license to be a little more risky or not? Anything what should we hear in our head the next time we're in a contract that we're scared is going down?
You're probably thinking about it the wrong way. Because I'll give you 2 scenarios. You want to jump as high as you can. Okay, you're just a kid, whatever, or you're an adult, whatever, and you want to jump as high as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Scenario 2 is that you're a high jumper and there's a bar there, and you've got to get over the bar. Now that bar is a killer. You're aiming for the bar. You shouldn't be aiming for the bar. You should simply be jumping as high as you possibly can. So in bridge, the danger of aiming for your contract, if you're in 4 spades or whatever it is, what were we in that hand? The danger of aiming for 4 spades is that you get 4 spades, I got it, but maybe there was an extra trick there.
Right.
Maybe you should have got 5 spades. You didn't jump high enough. Or maybe there's the bar and you only get 3 spades. You're a trick short, and you think, I did something's wrong here. So that bar, that whole idea of a goal, is not what we want to be doing. We always simply want to be getting as many tricks as we possibly can.
Doing our best to jump as high as we can.
Yeah. Forget the contract. Just get as many tricks as you can.
With a different contract, we would feel great about the 8 tricks we won here.
Yeah, you got 8 tricks, man. So just get as many tricks as you can. Be nice to your partner. We're good now because we're about to play the next hand, and because we're so happy about 8 tricks. We tried really hard. We're going to go to the next hand as a happy partnership, and we're going to rock and roll.
Without a doubt, anytime I'd rather be, sitting at a table in a partnership where we're happy and going down than unhappy and going down less.
There you go.
As you can see, it's just always inspiring and helpful having Graeme guide us through this incredible and sometimes frustrating game. Thank you, Graeme.
Thanks all. See you next time.